Thank you for 1 million subscribers, and most importantly, thank you for watching this channel throughout the years. This is an incredible achievement and I'm incredibly thankful. And to do this with a primarily After Effects motion graphics channel is just really something, so thank you so much. Also, huge shout out to everyone that I work with. Got to give props to the man, Jordan, who does a lot of videos on this channel. But with that said, I wanted to answer some of the questions you all asked me that ranged through a whole bunch of topics. And I also want to talk about my experience here on YouTube. But real quick, due to popular demand, I finally launched my first course on creating 3D motion graphics in After Effects. This course will teach you all about the new and great 3D features that were added to After Effects over the past year. So if you're new to After Effects or you want to learn 3D, this will be a great course for you. However, if you already have a good understanding of 3D and After Effects, then I would just skip it. But the link for the course is below. Okay, so let's jump into the first question where I'll share my experience here on YouTube. Did you face any specific challenges on your way to reaching 1 million subscribers, and how did you overcome them? So in my 15 years of doing YouTube and the 8 years of consistently creating content for this channel, there's 2 big challenges I like to note. The first challenge is viewership, and the second challenge is, quite simply put, money. So the first hurdle every content creator has to overcome, and it doesn't matter which platform you're posting on, is getting viewership. Thankfully, with today's algorithm, if you post 1, good content, and 2, there's a niche for it, meaning there's potentially hundreds of thousands to millions of views that you can get, then you have a good shot of getting your content seen. So you just need to keep posting content and just getting better. Now, the second struggle that most YouTubers don't talk about, at least for small creators like myself, is doing this full time. The reality is, for most niches, if you're not getting somewhere above 1 million views a month, the ad revenue probably will not be enough to pay for the average cost of living. And this is why most YouTubers partake in like sponsors, affiliate sales, or they just sell their own product. And I've done obviously all 3 of these. And you probably know that I promote our templates in every single video. And yeah, honestly, this channel just would not be possible without that. When I was about 2.5 years in for consistently posting content on this channel, which was 6 years ago, I almost quit. This was because my freelance work was taking up most of my time, and I was starting to get burnt out balancing doing that work and posting 2 videos a week here on the channel. But keep note, at this time the channel probably had 200,000 subscribers and was getting around 500,000 views a month. But literally at the last moment, Envato had reached out to me, and that changed everything and it allowed me to do YouTube full time. The second part of the question is, what advice do you have for those who want to start their own YouTube channel? For me, I would only pursue YouTube if you're going to create content that you actually enjoy making, because it's just a constant cycle of improvement and sticking with the process for long enough until something actually hits. As an editor, do you ever feel unmotivated? Well, no, actually, quite the opposite. I usually feel constant pressure because I'm on a schedule to create consistent content or to release new templates. I think it's just because I've been doing this for so long that it would feel weird if I took a break. It would almost psychologically hurt. In my time of uploading on this channel, for example, we just have not missed a single week. Now, it hasn't been all that bad as I'm making it sound. In recent years, I've been able to work with Jordan, who will take on the tutorial for the week if I'm on vacation or something like that.
And by the way, when I'm not doing tutorials for the channel, Josh is making me slave away creating tutorial content and promos for the MotionDuck platform.
Bro, who let you out? Get back to work. What are your general thoughts on the Adobe Suite versus DaVinci Resolve? What are your specific thoughts on After Effects versus Fusion for motion graphics? First things first, I love both Blackmagic and Adobe. I've been using both platforms for over 10 years, and I've been using Blackmagic cameras for that time as well. And I think DaVinci Resolve is the king for color grading, which is what I mostly use it for. And After Effects is the king for motion graphics. With that said, I have a filmmaking background, and any respectable filmmaker would agree that the artist is the driving force behind the quality of your project, and not so much the tools that you have at your disposal. So I like to think that you can accomplish great projects in both Fusion and After Effects, but with my experience, I find that doing things in After Effects compared to Fusion is not only easier, but faster to achieve, and that's why I don't do too many Fusion tutorials. With that said, there's a lot of things I like about Fusion and the overall DaVinci Resolve software, But at this time, the real showstopper is their color grading platform. What are your PC specs, and does Adobe give you any challenges such as stuttering or lag? I'll list my specs somewhere here on the screen, and honestly, I'm not much of a computer person. I'll just put After Effects on cap locks and wear a blindfold if I'm editing on a toaster of a computer. I'm the type of person that will use the same computer for 5 to 7 years without upgrading. But with that said, there's really no perfect editing software. I've been editing for a very long time using a bunch of different software, and pretty much everything I ever use has crashed or has some performance issues. But for me, I'll just restart my computer or the software and it's just fine. So to me, it doesn't really bother me at all. I'm gonna go ahead and lump some of these questions together because it's all about education. So first things first, YouTube is an amazing platform where you can pretty much learn anything that you want for free. For me, it's all about watching YouTube videos to get a master, broad understanding of the topic that you want to learn about. And then from there, it's just a matter of applying that knowledge, whether that's, if you're learning After Effects, you need to go out there and create your own projects and constantly be improving. And that's how you're going to get better. And essentially the fastest way that you're going to get better is by continually creating content for the craft that you're looking to master. On the other hand, I did go to college. I got a degree in media production, which is like a hybrid of a film degree and a journalism degree kind of combined together. With that said, I am very happy that I did go to college, even though most of what I use today has been learned through the internet. One of the questions that I wanted to answer was that, do you need a degree to get a motion graphic job? I would say the most important thing that you need is a great portfolio and the ability to represent yourself as a good motion designer. Now, with that said, there's definitely organizations out there that will not even look at your portfolio if you don't have a 4-year degree on your resume. So there is that. But with that said, you can still be successful without a 4-year degree. So it's just up to you. Like I said, I'm very happy that I went to college, but also I pursued college in a way that didn't leave me in any serious student loan debt. So if you're going to get a formal education, try to pursue it in a way that isn't going to leave you in any serious debt. Try to avoid it completely if possible. If you were hiring in a position at a company or studio, what would you look for in broad terms? Content on portfolio, experience, skills, etc. And or what could you do as someone with little professional experience to stand out more than someone who has more experience than you? As I somewhat stated in the previous question, it would come down to your portfolio. Does your portfolio demonstrate you can do this job that we're hiring for? And also, what type of person are you? Are you a good fit for the team? For me, if you only have a little bit of experience, some of the most attractive traits would be the ability to be coachable and the ability to be a problem solver. Every project can be different, and it does require the ability to think outside the box and figure out how to accomplish that project. So having those two skills would be very helpful. So thank you very much for everyone who asked me questions, and thank you so much for 1 million subscribers once again. Happy New Year, and always be creating.